Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to another reading. This is for the sign of Cancer energies for next 7 days. Let's see what do we have for you, and I'm going to pick 10 cards for a Celtic cross. At the bottom of the deck is the Tower card, which says that something is going to crumble. What? I don't know yet, but yeah, some kind of agreement or some kind of interaction that you were having, some kind of exchange of uh, some arrangement where you were exchanging a lot of things is going to crumble down, and it will be taking you to a different pathway because the wheel of fortune is changing now. Something is changing in your environment for good or bad. Still not very clear with these two cards, but something is going to change, and it's more because of the it's easy for me to say that it's because of the solar eclipse, but something it's because it's destiny, it's your fate. It has to change. Uh, the problem is that you are not recognizing some other arrangement, some another relationship where there's more emotional satisfaction. That's what they're saying. It's the Lovers card which is crossing the wheel of fortune, which is telling me that somewhere you are stuck in old relationships, old habits, old patterns. It's different for each one of you. So just don't take it on a one-to-one level, because this is a general reading, but deep inside you yourself know that where you have to move on from an old arrangement to a new arrangement. Maybe with the same person, the arrangement itself has to change. Something like that has to change, and you are not changing things, and that's why the universe is now going to change it for you. In the past, you were quite happy, playful, very energetic in way of handling things, and emotionally quite satisfied. But then sooner or later, you realize that you need to ground yourself. You cannot be relaxed in such a way for a very long time, and you need to move to the next level, or you need to move to a different level, and that's where you are reluctant because you are quite comfortable where you are. What they're saying is that in future you will be quite happy with the change, because it's the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about gratitude, which talks about uh, creating a lot of self satisfaction in terms of wealth, finances, material gifts, and anything on the material plane. Even your relationship is one of your possessions, right? You possess that relationship and you are proud of it. So whatever the shift is going to bring you more happiness. That's what the cards are telling. It's telling that whatever it is, it will give you some kind of happiness, some kind of uh, position in your life where you will be thankful. But when the shift is happening during these 7 days, you will be very restless. You will be very restless. That's what the cards are telling, and the people around you would be even more restless, and they would be constantly reminding you how things are changing, and you are not doing anything to control because it's beyond your control. And let me remind you that once the change is over, by the end of the week, you will be very happy that this change has happened. So, what's anchoring the whole reading is your dreams, because whatever you have dreamt is yet to be achieved, and you are so comfortable in your skin right now that you are doing nothing to do. You're doing nothing to fulfill the idea of achieving your dream. You're not doing anything, and that's why this shift is important. And once you will see that your dream is getting implemented, you will be so happy, so relaxed, and so calm and composed that things will be good for you, at least on your individual level, because this is little individualistic card also. So I feel like on your individual level you'll be so happy and relaxed and glad that things changed. On a social level, people will be disappointed that uh, things are changing and you are moving on or something like that. The kind of example that they're giving, it would be very different for each one of you, but the situation could be like this. Like, they're reminding me of my own situation so many years back, when the very first time I wanted to go to abroad for my studies, not here in Finland but somewhere else, and my parents were very reluctant for me to go anywhere. They wanted me to be under their safety and under the rock, and they wanted to provide for everything for my uh, every aspect of my life. So I was quite reluctant that I want to make that change and I want to go abroad. And first few years I was like, okay, I have all the luxuries without doing anything, and I can just do a job and whatever I could find locally and keep myself busy, and I don't have to go anywhere. But there was a situation that got created, and I just applied for all the possible places in abroad, and I got selected in most of the places. And I was like, okay, now I have options. And my parents were heartbroken that I'm leaving them and going abroad. I was quite happy, satisfied that I'm going abroad. So that's the kind of situation that things will happen for you. So you on an individual level would be happy, but somewhere in your environment, people would be like, please don't do this. The advice is that try to not get emotional, try to be little more practical, because this is for your own good. Whatever changes are coming, like for my case, I went abroad, I studied, I did a good master's, and I actually came out with a lot of good results. My final outcome, or the degree was, I cleared the degree with a very good result, with honors, because of which I got a lot of opportunities afterwards in my life. And now I'm a researcher. So that's how things turn out. And then it is, although I'm still thinking that okay, it was a good training period for me, how to organize my thoughts and how to keep things going in terms of research. Now I've learned that. Now I don't appreciate the job of research. I just want to do a lot of research on my own interest, which is little more on metaphysics side, which never gets funded at the university level. So if I have to be a researcher at university, I definitely cannot do what I want on metaphysical level and on astrological level. So I sometimes feel that I've learned the technique. Now should I move on? And over a period of time, maybe I will, but I don't know when is the right time. Sorry for distracting and bringing my story, but sometimes I do get feedback that sharing my stories help you to understand your situation a little more better. So I do bring it time to time. But now your fear is that the luck is not favoring you. That's your fear, that's not reality. So come out of that fear, snap out. That's the only thing that I can say. And the advice is to start this new journey for yourself. This new journey is very important for you. It will bring a lot of freedom in your life. It will help you to find lot more possibilities which you could never have imagined in the past, in whichever aspect it is. Let's not just stick to my example, it could be anything. You just need to relate to it and translate it into your situation. So that's your reading, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments, thoughts, or any kind of connection with my example, please leave a comment. I'll be very happy to read that. I usually wait for your comments, and I don't get a lot of comments, so I'm eagerly waiting for them. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Namaste.